So hello and welcome to today's reading. Today we're looking at your person's intentions as well as what's going to happen next or what could happen next between you and the person on your mind. So today I want to have 3 piles for you to choose from. And the timestamps for your description or the timestamps for your reading will be in the description. I'm going to cleanse the energy and then pile 1 will start in just a moment. But take your time choosing, of course, use your intuition. We have pile 1, 2, and 3. So pile 1, your first card is number 38. And for these cards, what I want you to do is I want you to, in the description, describe to me how this resonates with your reading or with your situation. Let me know how you feel this connects with your situation. But we're going to go ahead and get into your person's energy. And so first I want to look at what your person's energy is right now in love. And I'm feeling like really flustered. And so the first thing I'm kind of getting is that your person is a little bit scared. With the 5 of Cups, your person could be a little bit scared, or they could be getting over some kind of heartbreak still from the past is the energy. The Ace of Pentacles, the 4 of Cups, and the 6 of Cups. The 9 of Cups. And on the back of the deck, the 5 of Pentacles. And so right now your person's energy does seem a little bit down in the dumps or like a little bit like stressed about maybe a lost opportunity or lost time. With the 9 of Cups, it's like they kind of lost a wish or like they didn't achieve some kind of goal that they wanted to achieve in the past or maybe with this situation. And so things feel a little bit like left out or a little bit left off. I'm going to get one more card from this deck I made. And I'm just feeling really nervous again. And we have... You give me butterflies. And so that I think that's exactly what I said at the beginning of this reading. And so I'm getting that overall you give this person butterflies. It's like you give them a feeling that they haven't had in a long time. It's that energy of, like I said, the 6 of Cups, even though we didn't get the 6 of Cups, but you bring back that childhood energy, that childhood enthusiasm. You wake them up a little bit. And so I feel like they're a little bit nervous, they're a little stressed because maybe things didn't work out in the past. They're maybe thinking about like failed opportunities or reasons that like they messed things up in the past, even is kind of what I'm getting. And maybe they're a little down in the dumps about that. But I feel like you're kind of helping them through that. You're kind of helping de-stress them. And so we're going to see what their intentions are right now. So what are their intentions in love in general? What are they looking for in love? We have the 2 of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, the 7 of Swords, and one more card, the 6 of Wands. And so I'm hearing like, do you believe in life after love? That song. And so I feel like your person's a little bit wounded right now. I feel like they're going through a phase maybe where like they expect the worst or they're looking at the worst and they're seeing the worst as like very like, I think they see the worst in people right now or like they're like kind of let down by people. But I do feel like they're looking for like, I'm noticing like all the cards are like this, but like how it's like a whirlpool in between the 2 wands, and the 2 wands like represents like jumping off a cliff. It's that expression of joy, that expression of like enthusiasm for something new. And so I'm seeing that they're enthusiastic, they're optimistic about something new, but they're also like expecting it to like twist and turn to the worst. And so in love right now, it's like they know that blessings happen, they know that blessings are possible, but like they're also expecting it to be a curse at the same time. And so they're kind of like wishy-washy is the energy, I feel like. And I want to see what their energy is in love with you. We have the 6 of Swords. What are their intentions with you? The 3 of Swords. I'm going to be honest. I am hearing like rebound is kind of the energy. But that's just for some. We have the King of Wands, the 2 of Wands again. And so their intentions with you are to kind of like open a door in their life to move forward in some way. With the Page of Swords, I do feel like, again, they're not like keeping it 100. They're not sharing all the details. And so they could be hiding something from their past, or like not talking about something from their past, like a breakup or something. There's that kind of energy. And so I feel like they don't really want to talk about like what happened in the past. They just kind of want to move on right now. They kind of want to like, it's kind of like they want to forget the past. And so with you right now, I feel like they are kind of avoiding like what's going on. They're kind of avoiding their feelings. And with the Queen of Cups, I feel like you're like emotionally supporting them in some kind of way. And so there is that energy of like them needing somewhere to go, and it's like you're offering them a place to go and be heard and like felt and seen. And so I feel like you are offering this person something that they're like missing in their life, something that does like feel missing in their life. You're giving them some kind of escape, and I feel like that's kind of their intentions right now, is to continue like maybe like being a friend to you is kind of the energy. And then lastly, I wanted to look into a possible future with this person. What is the possible future? What does the future look like with this person? We have the Nine of Wands with Strength, the Ten of Cups, the Three of Swords again with Sorrow, and we have Sated, the Ten of Swords, and the Six of Cups, that card that we talked about in the very beginning. And so what I'm getting is kind of a wishy-washy on and off vibe. Like I was saying, there is like a hot and cold energy. There's a water and fire element energy here, where it's like very passionate, very steamy. Water and fire come together to make a lot of energy. They can really get things moving, get things going. And it's interesting that, as I said, that the air shut off, which I've been like praying for forever, for the air just to go off. But the air, the sound that was in the background, it just shut off. And so I'm getting that there's a very like, there's like a really like high energy point, and then it's going to come down. There's going to be a huge crash. And so that is kind of the energy here, is like getting lost in like what could be, getting lost in the beauty of like maybe what isn't, but what could be is kind of the energy. Getting like with Sated, just like maybe putting your confidence in things that aren't exactly the most sound, but something that is going to bring you a lot of happiness. And so kind of what I'm getting to is that you're going to learn from this relationship to detach from like the outcome. You are also, I feel like, learning a lot about like what expectations you place on people, and what expectations like people place on you, and how that like balance works and how that dynamic works. Because with the Ten of Swords and the Three of Swords, what I am seeing is communication, like endings and lessons and communication. We have the Three of Swords coming up twice. And so I do feel like there is something from the past that is kind of being learned here. There is kind of a karmic vibe of like, this is meant to help you both, I feel like, progress to the next level in your life, and meant to really like show you guys that there is more available to you than you realize. With the Six of Cups, though, there is this energy of maybe this being a relationship that has like come back from the past. This energy of like this being maybe like something that's already happened. It's like you're not repeating a cycle, but it's like a new cycle with this person. And I feel like this is also saying like this could be like a friendship where it's like you both teach each other a lot, and you really show each other how to move forward, how to like grow. And I'm hearing like confidant. And so I feel like you do have like a confidant in this person. With pleasure, which is interesting that the Six of Cups is depicted as pleasure, but it is the Sun and Scorpio energy. And so it's a very bold expression of very dark things. And so I feel like there's a very bold expression of very dark things between you two. It's like you can talk about anything, and anything is comfortable. And so it's that energy of always being felt and like heard and understood by this person. And so I feel like you have that kind of bond with this person, where it's like you always make this person feel understood. This person always feels understood by you. And I feel like in the future you're learning how to balance relationships, where it's like it's not all like maybe you realize that like not everything's meant to last forever, but everything can be like something, like how memories last forever is what I'm hearing. And so it's like the memory of this person will live on. And I feel like there's a lesson here about really like adapting to relationships and how they are, and like what they truly are. And so I'm just hearing like there's like, I'm hearing ending, but I'm hearing like not abrupt, because we have the two tens. And so I'm getting like an ending energy, but I'm getting an ending that re-begins. Because like I was saying, water and fire, phoenix. And like, I'm hearing octopus. And I'm pretty sure the way octopuses breed is like, they lay their egg and then they die soon after. And so that's just kind of the energy is I'm getting, is like, and with like Scorpio energy, like I was saying, like that ending, that like that rebirth energy. I just feel like there's a huge energy of something being like learned and blossomed from. And it could even be a baby, because I was thinking about babies earlier too. But just that energy of something being created, a seed being planted that like comes to life in a way, that just comes out. And so I want to get just a couple more cards for the overall energy in this connection and messages for this connection. We have, it says very soon. Like, are we there yet? And today. And so I feel like there is an energy on things. There is an energy of like wanting things to be really like, really just like perfect right now with Goddess. And we have TikTok. TikTok by Kesha, the song. And so I'm getting an energy of just like not being in a place where it's like things can be what you want, but expecting them to be there. And so there is that with the Ten of Cups that stated that like that dreamy quality, that Pisces energy of like being lost in like between the truth and like that Neptunian energy of like the higher levels of love and like getting lost in the stars and lost in the skies just a little bit. And I am seeing that like there's an impatience maybe. There's like a time element and an impatience where it's like you're watching the clock. You're thinking about the clock a lot. And with TikTok, literally, I mean, that's time. I wasn't even getting that connection until just now. But I do feel like the universe is saying to allow yourself to slow down and experience things on a more not detail, but like on a more wholesome level and a more fulfilling level to you. What feels fulfilling to you? And I feel like the universe is really trying to expand your mind and expand the way you think about what is fulfilling to you. And so right now this relationship I feel like is teaching you to see things from a broader perspective. But thank you so much for watching this reading, and I'll see you in the next one. So pile number 2, your card is number 18. And so in the comments, let me know how this card resonates with your reading or with your situation. And we're going to get right into what your person's energy right now is in love. And so overall, what is your person's energy in love? We have the Queen of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, and the blank card. It says colors in the sky, types of auroras, and rainbows, myths and legends. And so the energy I'm getting from your person right now is that they're really enthusiastic about something. And I feel like they're really trying to create something in their life. They're really trying to make something happen for themselves. They could be chasing like myth and legend is kind of the energy. Like they're chasing something that maybe doesn't really exist, or like they're chasing a fantasy, a dream, something that they've always wanted. And so I feel like right now your person is maybe a little bit distracted from love. They're not exactly thinking about like romance. They're more so thinking about like everything that's going on in their life. And we have put your hands on my shoulders. I'm gonna get one more card too, just because that kind of leaves me hanging. And then we have Temperance. And so I am getting a really fiery energy from your person, but I feel like you maybe have never even seen this side of them. You've not really seen like their ambitious side. And I'm hearing like tales, like maybe you've heard of their ambitious side, but like it's something you've never really seen. You've never really seen them like working, but like they talk about it a lot, or like, you know what I mean? Like you see them like more as like a very calm, a very fun-loving person, a person who's not afraid to maybe be messy just a little bit, but like you see them as like, you see their imperfect side is kind of what I'm getting. You see the side of them that is not always like filtered and is not so rigid. But next we want to look into what are their intentions in love? What are they looking for in love? We have the King of Swords, the Five of Cups, and the Ace of Swords. I'm hearing that song Heartbreaker by Maria and the Diamonds. That song's like, so you want to be a heartbreaker, and it's like it's the rules of like how to not get attached to a relationship. And with the King of Swords, the Queen of Wands energy, what I'm getting is your person is very, very smart. Your person knows what they want and they know how to get what they want. And so I feel like right now they're really trying to go after the things they want. They're really trying to detach from like, they're not trying to be held down. They're trying to keep a very free spirit. And from the blank card, that was really the energy I got, that they're overall trying to keep a blank canvas. So that way it's like, they have plenty of room to build, plenty of room to create. I feel like your person is kind of a visionary. They're kind of like a forward thinker. And I feel like they really are kind of looking for a little bit of drama with the Seven of Wands. They're looking for a little bit of fun, a little bit of like something, like I said in the beginning, something a little bit out of their comfort zone, something maybe a little bit messy. With the Five of Cups to the Ten of Cups, what I'm getting is like they're trying to like woo you and like keep you attracted to this like fantasy, this dream that they could have had, or this dream that they could be like pumping into you is what I'm hearing. But let's see what their intentions are specifically with you. We have the Six of Swords, the Four of Swords, the Queen of Cups. And so I feel like you do bring out their softer side, like I was saying, with put your head on your shoulder, it's like you bring out their vulnerable side just a little bit. And so I feel like you push them past the limits of where they usually like let themselves go with people. I feel like you have got into like their softer side, but I feel like in general they're still trying to keep it like they're still trying to keep this like this mask on is kind of the energy. The Three of Wands and the Ten of Swords. And so right now I feel like they're trying to hold things where they are, like keep things on halt. And I feel like they're trying to avoid, like, they're trying to keep things very, like, cordial is kind of the energy. They're trying to keep things where they are and keep things very, like, consistent. And so I'm hearing stalling. And so I feel like your person is stalling a little bit with you, or they're trying to stall. They're trying to keep the energy kind of, like stalling. Like, I feel like I'm doing right now, kind of, is the energy. With put your head on your shoulder, though, I feel like they need some kind of escape. And I'm hearing, like, I'm getting a lot of music messages, but I'm hearing, like, Sweet Escape. And I can't remember who that song's by. But that song, Sweet Escape, I can't remember the words. But I'm just getting that, like, you provide them with some kind of, like, something that they can't find in, like, their goals that they're chasing. I feel like this person's very driven. They're chasing something. And it's, like, it gives them, it gives them energy to chase this thing. And I feel like it also tires them out because it takes a lot of energy to chase this. And what I'm saying is, like, you give them a space to recoup. You remind them to take care of themselves. You remind them to really, to get back to what it is that makes them able to be the person that they are. And so I feel like you really ground this person and you really bring them to center. And I feel like that's really what the universe wants you to remember, is that you're something that is very stable in this person's unstable life. You're something that's very solid in this person's unsolid life. And so what I'm getting is that this person is very all over the place and you're not so all over the place. And so that could be a little bit stressful for you as well. But I want to see where this connection is heading and what the next energy is. What's next with your person? What's coming next with your person? We have the Eight of Pentacles, refinement. And so what I'm hearing right now is boundaries and is really like to stand up for yourself. We have the Sun in Virgo. And so really what I'm getting is boundaries and like you're trying to build something. I feel like this person's not really trying to build something, and I feel like this person could distract you from like what you're trying to build as well. This person's trying to build something like for themselves, but they're not really trying to build something with like they're not trying to build on top of relationships. They want like, you see what I'm saying? Like this person's more so trying to like, I feel like you're two sides of the same coin is kind of the energy. It's like, I feel like you know what I'm saying. We have Neptune. The Ten of Pentacles. We have the King of Swords again. And the Eight of Cups. And so a very interesting message for what's happening next. With the Ten of Pentacles, what I'm seeing is Mercury in Virgo, and we're about to enter Mercury retrograde. And so I feel like whenever you're watching this, because of course this is a timeless reading, I feel like the energy is that soon there will be like, kind of like either a falling out or kind of like a stressor. Like a point of contention is what I'm hearing. With the King of Swords too, it's like this person's gonna be like, I'm right and you're wrong, and there's just gonna be that disagreement. And I feel like it could even get a little bit out of hand, but with Neptune energy, what I'm getting is that things will kind of come full circle. Neptune is the energy of Pisces, and that is the ending of chapters, so new chapters can begin. And with the Ten of Pentacles, what I'm getting is a refinement, really. And the Eight of Pentacles, I'm getting a refinement. And so I feel like things are going to fall apart to come back together. And I feel like things are changing the both of you. And we have 888 with the Eight of Wands. And so I'm getting that things are really like changing the both of you very quickly. And so I feel like overall the message is to really allow yourself to slow down and put your head on their shoulder. Just enjoy the moment for what it is and try not to focus so much on like what could be and just focus on what is. I'm gonna get another card for the overall energy and overall messages. We have Leo energy, strength. So lots of fire energy, Leo and Sagittarius. We have Judgment, and one more. We have, are you brave enough to let me see your peacock? And so with Judgment and Strength, I'm getting a really big fiery energy. We have Pluto energies, and so transformations. And so I feel like right now, this relationship's kind of forging you into the person that you want to be. It's kind of forging something, which is kind of the first message we got. And so I just feel like something's being forged, and there is an energy of like, there's an energy of things happening really quickly and things moving really quickly. And so I feel like the universe is just saying to maybe not be so maybe not be so outwardly expressive. Maybe express things inwardly first with a strength card that talks about inner strength. And so finding inner peace before you like bring things out into the world. And so maybe finding your center and keeping your center. But that's all I have for you today. Thank you for watching this reading, and I'll see you in the next one. So pile 3, your card is number 39. And in the comments, what I want you to do is I want you to let me know how this card resonates with your situation, how you feel that card resonates with your situation or with your reading. So what is your person's overall energy in love? We have the 4 of Pentacles, the 8 of Wands. And so I'm hearing that right now they don't really want to talk about their overall energy. Maybe they're a little bit undecided. With the 5 of Wands and the 5 of Pentacles, on the back of the deck, the 9 of Wands, we have a low rainbow. And so I feel like that's the message kind of in a whole, like this person right now feels like they're at a little bit of a low point maybe, or they feel like they've like put a lot of energy either into love, into other things, or just into things in their life right now. And I feel like they don't really have a lot to give, or like they don't feel like they're in their best energy, they're being their best self right now. And so this person could feel just a little bit distant, or could feel like a little bit like stressed is what I'm hearing. With the Death card, I'm gonna get one more card too. We have, I like it when you show off. And so I feel like this person could have even been like trying to show off, trying to like achieve some sort of goal or something to impress you, or like, I feel like there's just an energy around like this person like maybe like has finished something, maybe has got to a large turning point in something, and they're just at a point where it's like they're a little bit stressed out is what I'm hearing. And I'm thinking about that 21 Pilot song, Stressed Out, and so that's kind of what I'm getting. This person's a little bit stressed. They're maybe not in their best energy, but like I just feel like they're a little bit stressed overall. Let's look at their intentions in love. We have the 3 of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands. What are their intentions overall in love? And the 3 of Pentacles. And so I'm getting a really goal-oriented energy and a really like long-term oriented energy. I feel like this person's realizing maybe that like they put too much into something at once, or like they came at something too quick, and it's like they're learning that they have to like slow down, and like I feel like that was the message in all 3 piles, but they have to slow down and like allow things to unfold a little bit slower. With lunar rainbows, I'm just getting the energy of like somebody up all night, somebody like who just can't sleep. They're overthinking. I'm hearing indulging, but they're putting too much into some project, and it's like they're a little bit burnt out. And so right now I feel like they're trying to like really like focus on like what's essential in their life and what's fundamental. And so I feel like they're not really focused on love. They're really thinking about like their mental situations, what I'm hearing, but also just like their ability to like continue the lifestyle that they want to live, I feel like. Let's see what their intentions are with you specifically. We have the Page of Pentacles. And so this person could be like moving really quickly at everything in their life, but you feel like they're moving really slowly with you. The 8 of Pentacles, the 3 of Swords. One more card. The 2 of Wands. And so your person may be moving really slow with you, but they really want to refine things. I feel like your person really respects you. And they really see like they really see this relationship as something that's very dynamic, something that's very like multi-leveled, multi-layered. And like I'm thinking about like how there's a rainbow with a waterfall, and it's like there's a lot of levels to like the depth of this image. And so I feel like they see a lot of layers in you. Sorry, I just thought my camera wasn't recording. Lots of levels, lots of layers. And I'm seeing like they see like through, like they see like the good in you, they see the pure in you. And so I feel like your person really like, they see that like even through like bad situations, you're optimistic. You're somebody who like continues to focus on the goal, continues to see the light at the end of the tunnel, and will like do anything to get there. And so I feel like your person really looks up to you. But let's look at what might happen next, or what's coming next in this relationship with your person. The Ace of Pentacles. And so I feel like things will pick back up, or things will feel brand new again. Things will have like that energy of finding like their power. I was hearing their pace, their rhythm. The Ace of Cups. The Queen of Wands. And so what's coming next is a lesson about like about what you can accept, what you want to accept, what you're willing to accept. I feel like in relationships, there's an energy of like your confidence maybe being shaken by something that happened in this relationship. Your confidence maybe being like, you feeling like maybe a little bit alone, or like feeling not in your power because like something that happened with the situation. And so I feel like there's a major lesson that's happening soon or around the situation about like independence and about taking your power back and owning your own power, owning the situation, no matter how you like maybe feel or how like the situation's turning out. It's like you're maintaining your composure, you're continuing to put your best foot forward, and you're still pursuing the life that you want. And so I feel like right now this relationship is pushing you to like, it's pushing you into maybe a darker, a scarier time, but it's doing that to really shape you and to really like to help you find completion. With the death card too, that's that phoenix vibe. That's the things that like go into the furnace and come out a sword. You know what I mean? It's the energy of something being crafted. And so I want to get a couple more overall messages about the connection. We have, I am successful. And so I feel like your person is really trying to make sure that they stay successful, they are successful, they feel successful. And so I feel like that is a priority, but I'm just getting that like the long haul is the priority. And so whose name is that? The Seven of Wands. I don't remember what that was supposed to mean, but I'm getting like last name vibes, kind of. I'm gonna get one more card. It says, tie me up, bow tie, and then parked. I don't know why it says parked. I can't remember. But what I'm getting is like a very like, I'm hearing cutthroat, but a very serious energy. A very serious and a very like, a very serious energy. But that's all I have for you today. Thank you for watching this reading, and I'll see you in the next one.